Hey guys, thanks for joining me. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you're returning to my channel, thank you so much for all of your love and support. And let's get right into the video. So today I'm trying out some makeup that I picked up at a local dollar store. It wasn't a Dollar Tree. It was kind of its own like standalone dollar store. And they had this huge selection of LA Colors makeup. So I picked up a few new things to try out, starting with this pressed powder. It is in the color beige, and it's kind of hard to tell like if this is gonna match just by the little window because it's kind of small, but it looks like it might work. I'm gonna go ahead and set underneath my eyes with this, and I'm just gonna pat out any creases I may have got underneath my eyes. I did apply my foundation and concealer off camera, so I'm just gonna take my sponge and kind of get some of the powder on here and apply it under my eyes. I'm going to take a powder brush and I'm just going to set the rest of my foundation with this. So I really liked this powder. I think it made my skin look like really matte. And it is a pretty decent color match for me. It was a little tricky to find a good shade, but I really like the way this set my makeup. So next I'm gonna go in with some of these eyeshadow palettes that I picked up. I couldn't decide which one I wanted, and since they were only $1, I picked up one of each. So I got this LA Colors Stylish palette. And I liked this one because it had a lot of like metallic, like pink colors. This one right here is called Stellar, and it had a lot of like kind of earthy tones, but I really liked the dark, like matte colors that it has in here. And then the last one is a really good like everyday palette, and it's called Stunning. And it's kind of like real pretty. Like I wear colors like these every day, kind of like more orange, brown, like sunset kind of colors. So I thought I would play around with a couple different shades in each of these palettes. I'm gonna go in with this one, this lighter shade, all over the lid. I like to set my, my eyeshadow primer with a really light eyeshadow. So I know I haven't really been posting too much lately. It's been really crazy busy for me. I had a few hauls filmed, kind of like right after Halloween. I filmed them. But I never got a chance to edit because then it was like the week of the election. I wasn't sleeping well. I was just like glued to my TV watching CNN for like 3 days straight. And then my family came into town from Arizona, and my nieces came in, and I haven't seen them in like 7 years. So I was just spending all my time with them. They were here for about a week, and I was just spending time with them, getting to know them, getting reacquainted with my nieces. And it was just wonderful. So I didn't really have time that week either to edit or film or do anything. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things now that things have kind of settled down. But now you got the holidays coming up. So I just gotta try to multitask. I'm not good at that. So I think I'm gonna stick with this palette just because I really like the matte shades in here. And I think for my transition shade, I'm gonna use this brown right here. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that this shadow switching sponge is one of my favorite things to use because I don't wash my makeup brushes nearly as much as I should. So I'm just gonna take my crease brush and kind of clean it up in here the lazy way. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here and put that in my crease. So I got that in my crease and I really like it. So far I really do like this shade, this matte shade. Hopefully the rest of them apply just as well. But I think I'm gonna go into this palette right here, this Stellar one. Now these colors aren't typically colors that I would wear normally. I'm gonna try out this dark brown. I'm just what it looks like with like the darker part on the outside, and I really like it. It's not the most pigmented, it's not overly pigmented, but once you build it up, it does look nice. And I'm gonna go in with this like black right here. It's not the most pigmented looking black. It does look a little, I don't know, like washed out a bit. But I'm just gonna go in and just kind of deepen that up a little bit more on the outer edge. So this black is actually a little more pigmented than I anticipated. So I'm just gonna go back in with that same brush that has the dark brown on it and kind of blend it a little bit better. So I definitely underestimated the pigment of this black shade right here. I went in a little heavy-handed, a lot darker than I was anticipating, but I think I fixed it as best I could. So now I'm just gonna go in with a shimmer shade all over the lid. So I think I'll go in with this like champagne shade right here from the Stylish palette. And I'm just gonna use my finger because to me that's just the easiest way. Say that this is not the most pigmented shimmer that I've ever used. It's kind of strange because normally in a palette I actually like the shimmers best. I feel like it's a little more difficult to do like a good matte shade, but this one, it's kind of like the opposite. I'm actually really liking the matte shades, and the shimmer, it's not bad, it's just I had to put quite a bit on to get it to where I wanted it to be. Well, I wasn't really impressed with the shimmer shades in these palettes. I would still recommend them to like maybe somebody just starting out with makeup and you don't want to invest too much in like a nice eyeshadow palette until you get some practice. The matte shades in this do work really well, and the shimmers, they do build up. It just takes a little more time, but yeah, these are okay. I mean, I don't think I would ever purchase them again, but I will try to use them since I have them, and I do like the colors that come in these. So next, I'm gonna try this smudge proof liquid eyeliner in black. Oh, I thought it would like pull off. It's like a little oh, okay, so it's like this little thin brush. Liked this. I liked how small the brush was because I feel like it was easy to kind of do like a little wing, and it is like a matte black, which I really like. Yeah, the only thing is I will say that a couple areas I did have to go over it a few times to make it more like a solid black, but all in all, I think this is a really great eyeliner. This is my new favorite liquid eyeliner. My old favorite used to be another one by LA Colors, this LA Colors Matte Black. This one's a little messy. This was really easy to use, and especially if you're like me and you're not good at doing wings, this small brush made it super easy. So yeah, this is a big win. I'm gonna finish my eyes, and then I'm also gonna do like blush, bronzer, and then we'll come back and then we'll finish with my lipstick. So I finished the rest of my makeup. I just did some mascara, a little bit of this darker shade that I used in the Stellar palette. I put this one right here on my lower lash line. And then I just did bronzer and blush. So I'm gonna finish the look with this Pout lip gloss. It's a matte liquid lip, and the shade is Enticing. I'm gonna just line my lips with this lip pencil from Wet n Wild, and then we'll get into the gloss. I lined my my lips, and now I'm just gonna go in with this. It says it's a lip gloss, but to me, it just kind of reminds me of a liquid lip. But let's try it out and see. It's a pretty color. It smells nice. It smells kind of like vanilla or like sweet. So this is actually a really, really beautiful shade. I absolutely love the way this looks on my skin tone. I like darker nude lipsticks, and this one is absolutely perfect. It's definitely not like a shiny gloss. I would consider this a matte liquid lip. So for $1, I think this is an excellent deal. The color kind of reminds me of Leo by Jeffree Star, so I think this might be a good dupe for that. I don't know how long it's gonna wear, so the quality might not be there, but definitely the color is gorgeous. These two right here are my favorite items that I tried today. The liner was really, really like user-friendly, how small it was. It was really easy to do a small wing. And then this right here, I really love the color. I love the way it applied. It didn't make a big mess. The powder was pretty good. It was okay. Nothing like that just blew my mind, but it was decent for the price, and it will get the job done. The only thing I wasn't crazy about were the shadows. I'm not crazy about the shimmer shades, but the mattes did work surprisingly well. So all in all, it was a pretty good makeup day. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.